What's going on, guys? Long time no see. I am just doing this video. This is a video that I've been telling you guys that I was gonna do. I'm planning on anyways. So if you guys haven't seen the video that's on my community page, or I took a picture of the video that's on my community page. Basically, I was interviewed 5 years ago. Thanks for the, or I guess never mind. Anyways, I was interviewed 5 years ago by a guy named Stan Genetic, who has a huge YouTube channel now. At the time, he didn't, and basically, it was just fun to watch the video. You know, kind of where I was at. You know, and just it's like a visual to be able to watch. Hey, what's going on, J&R Transport? Awesome. That is great. So I'm really glad you saw it. So if you guys haven't seen it when you guys watch this, you know, go and watch that. I would even say before you watch this video, but it's not like a bad thing. And I am not gonna ever intentionally mislead someone and making it sound like I'm just killing it, and then like behind the scenes I'm really struggling. You know, back then I was doing fine. Callie and my wife and me were doing fine, and right now we're doing fine as well. But to start doing YouTube, because even if you just go back and watch my videos, like my kids, my grandkids, it's kind of like documenting your progress. I mean, I actually can monetize my channel, and I just haven't done it yet because I don't know why, I guess, but I haven't done it. You know, it's not about the money for me. It is about, you know what it is about though, is the people that you meet. And the people that you meet, the more people you know, the more connections you have, the more money you make. Pay me per se. But so anyways, I would encourage you guys to start a YouTube channel, because it's just with you today, what you've got going on, and you can look back and it doesn't feel like you've made any progress, but you probably have, and you probably are, and you are evolving as a person. And just to, so okay, so the backstory, let me get into it here with the backstory. So basically, I'm gonna just summarize the video and then I'll tell you the backstory. So this guy, Stan Genetic, I actually reached out and talked to him because I really liked his video, connected with him because he's from Minnesota. He does lawn care and landscaping. And honestly, I thought that he didn't really know what he was doing with lawn care because he just got started in the lawn business. So like lawn care and landscaping and fertilizer and weed control are like three totally different things. Like there's some companies that do them all, but it's just because you do one of them doesn't mean you know how to do the other. And he didn't know how to do, I don't think he does fertilizer still to this day. And I mean, the lawns, whatever, he's probably got it figured out by now. But the crazy thing is that, so he was mowing lawns of some actually of my really crappy clients. So he had basically, you know, when you start out in the lawn business, or pretty much any business, you don't start out at the top. Contrary to popular belief, you start out, you get in where you fit in, you do a good job, you don't complain, and after a while you start acquiring the accounts or the clients that you really want. But at first, you just do what you need to do, keep your head down and grind. One thing that on YouTube that you're doing is you're watching the highlights of somebody's business. You're not, and that's all you're getting a glimpse of, is the highlights, the best of everything. And that's one of the reasons why when I first started, I did a day-to-day series, and it was just about kind of like the grind of running a trucking company, even though it kind of turned into I don't know, whatever. Didn't really, anyways, I haven't even done one for a long time. But the main thing is that we connected because he was videoing lawns that I used to do, and I just thought it was funny because they were really bad clients, you know. But he had just started that division. Okay, so then we got together, we started talking about that. Then he was interviewing me, like trying to coach me, and I was basically like, we actually met at the truck stop in South St. Paul called Stockman's, which is like, any of you guys that watch my video that are over the roaders, it's kind of like an old school truck stop that's still around, and it's a great place. Lots of business has gone down at Stockman's, I'm sure of it. So we met there and we just talked, and I asked him kind of like what his goals were and why he was doing YouTube, and it was obvious he wanted to make money with it, you know. So we kind of, I said, you know, my wife could probably help you out. I didn't say that, actually. I was trying to sell him leads at the time because I had websites. So if you watch the video, you'll learn that. So there's a company called like Home Advisor or Service Pro or something like that. I don't, they changed their name. But basically what they did was they what they do? They basically make websites, and then they sell leads to contractors, and they like quadruple sell them. So they'll get paid like $5 per lead per lead, and then they'll send it to like 5 different contractors. Well, the contractors then have to, it's just whatever, doesn't matter. But I was doing that with my when I sold the company. When my wife and me and Wankster, we were business partners together, sold the business, we didn't sell all of our websites. So then we wind up a couple of our contacts to take over the leads, and then we basically made a crap ton of money off selling the leads. We only sold them once, and that was, we did pretty good with it. So I was trying to sell leads to him, I guess, was kind of like my thought process. But then what ended up happening was, when he came over to do that video recording of me, I said, you should talk to my wife because she's kind of your missing link. She's really good with the technical. She built my websites, blah, blah, and our websites and stuff like that, and gets marketing and gets lawn care and whatever. So then what ended up happening was they started a business that became a multiple 6-figure business that was like just with no expenses, you know. So that's like it was a pretty big deal. And then the channel grew, and if you look at their channel now, which I think he has over 500,000 subscribers, which is great. But anyways, that our business ventures with that guy didn't end up working out, so we're not partners with him anymore. But we still do actually have the business. Whatever, there's some drama there, but the point is that back then, that's what was going on with my life a little bit. But then as far as it goes with the trucking, you know, I only had that one truck. So I had the green truck, which is the green bean is what the nickname for that truck that's in that whatever, you know. And it was like I always tell everybody, you're not gonna just kill it as an owner operator. No matter what people say, you can have a good income, but it's still an owner operator, and it's linear income, you know. So it's just, I encourage people to do it, but I almost say, if you know, there's some really good jobs you can work at and make really good money. What's going on, Cash is King? Good to see you guys. Check Cash is King out. He's got a really awesome channel where he actually talks about real things. Not a bunch of drama, but actual real things that can actually help out the trucking industry. Thanks for the thumbs up as well. So anyways, Cash, I'm just kind of talking about where I started, and I don't know if you caught that if you watch that video from then. You'll have to catch up if you want to see the beginning of this. But so anyways, where was I? I was talking about oh shoot, Cash, you messed me up. You messed me up now, son of a biscuit. So that in the trucking, I had the green truck that was in the background. I just had that one truck, and then I owned that truck outright because Wayne and me had bought in that truck together with our lawn care company. Bought that truck or whatnot. So we started a different business, which was Twin City Hauling, and then from there we grew. So we had that truck and the trailer, and we owned it outright. And then at the time of that recording of that video that I did with Stan, Wayne and me were no longer business partners, because when we sold the lawn care company, we divided like the assets basically, and then he started his own trucking company, and we actually owned 2 trucks. So he took the other truck. I gave him some of the money out of the business so he could buy a trailer, blah blah. We split up. So once we split up, I had those 2 trucks. So like I say, this was 5 years ago. So I had the 1 truck, the 1 trailer, and then my vision of growing grew from there. I bought a second trailer. Now the thing that I don't think people understand or catch, and which really bothers me about a lot of the YouTube people that have failed in trucking, or they just they're basically bringing it upon themselves to talk about the whole industry of trucking based off of their very little bit of experience in knowledge, you know. So, and there's always 2 sides. There's actually 3 sides to every coin, according to Robert Kiyosaki, and I definitely agree. So you just have to kind of watch my stuff, watch somebody else's stuff that doesn't have good things to say about the industry, and then the third side is you figure out for yourself where you fit in and where you want to go with the information that you hear. So what that long rant was basically to say that in trucking, you got to be, there's a lot of people that are in your pockets, and one of the things that a lot of these YouTubers did and do is they wanted to grow their fleets, and then they say some weird thing about that trucking only has like a 2% or 3% profit margin. So I'm assuming you guys know this by now. This isn't a beef video, but this is just whatever. It's 13 minutes into it. Nobody's gonna even see this, so whatever. I'm safe, right, guys? So if you're pulling somebody else's trailer, but you have 2 trucks, you might want to slow down and buy some trailers for your trucks before you buy another truck. Now, if you're pulling for a carrier, the carrier is going to tell you to buy more trucks. They're not going to tell you to slow down and buy trailers, okay? Now, I have people that watch my channel that work for me, and it's not a secret. And I charge a percentage for the trailer, and depending on workflow and what I have going on, I'm going to run the guys that have pull my trailers versus somebody that doesn't, or whatever. And there's other factors that are involved in it as well. But the main thing is that you gotta I guess the main thing that I'm trying to share with you is the vision that I had, and that was what was cool about watching that video again, because I hadn't seen it forever. I just thought I should watch that video, see if it's still up, see how many views it has, whatever. So just basically to show you what was most important to me to start was having another trailer, not having another truck. So my whole business strategy back then was I had, if you look at the video, I had a Shaw trucking shirt on and maybe even a hat. So I used to be, and I like Shaw. I don't have anything bad to say about them, but they're a huge company in the cities here. And so I used to work for them, and their strategy was they had a couple of trucks, and then they had about 100 trailers, you know, a handful of trucks, more than 2 trucks. But basically they had one, let's say they had 10 jobs going on. They had one company truck at every job to keep an eye on it, and then they literally had like 10 to 1 owner operators pulling their trailers. So they made money off their driver, but their main focus was on getting trailers and taking a percentage for the trailer. And then you have owner operators who at the time I thought was the way to go, because, you know, sometimes it's perceived that drivers are kind of whiny and whatever, you know. But then I come to find out that there's whiny drivers and there's drivers that aren't whiny. There's really whiny owner operators, and there's owner operators that aren't whiny. What I actually like is I feel works out really well for me and my business is hiring small fleets that have a driver. That seems to be a nice niche for myself. Okay, so that's kind of one of the things that I do, but basically I'll take the money however I get it. That's where I'm at right now in my business. So, well, it was just cool because the one thing about that video that is just really crazy, and I'm just really grateful about, is extremely hard to basically provide for my family, but most of our money went back into the trucking. You know, like I wasn't working hard to show everybody how successful I was by driving really cool vehicles and buying nice houses and all that stuff. I mean, down the road that should all come, but the main focus was to just keep my head down, keep being humble, keep living below my means and investing above my means. And so I actually bought that trailer, and I literally had a payment on that trailer. I just put, you know, 20% down or 10% down, whatever it was, on that trailer, and I did not use that trailer for 12 months, a full year. Like, I had somebody that said they were gonna pull it, they backed out. Nobody else really trusted me. I wasn't, you know, a proven name. No one wanted to hear it takes 30 days to get paid. You know, they're thinking like, you know, are you even gonna pay me? Like, I don't trust you. Like, you know, just so crazy how that works. Like, it's just crazy how it was such a struggle to find somebody that wanted to work for me. Now today, you know, and what the craziest part about it, I guess, and the reason why I am doing the video was because, first off, my best year to date for tax, you know, on my taxes, I did $2.2 million two tax returns ago. Last year was a little bit less, but I was more profitable. My net was higher than the year before. And then this year, I'm gonna blow 2.2 million out of the water in gross revenue, and my net is gonna be way higher. And the reason my net's gonna be way higher is because I didn't have any equipment sitting besides a truck. So it's just crazy to have bought a truck with a loan on it, make the payments for a full year, not having anybody pull it because no one wanted to work for me, no one wanted this, they didn't see the vision. You know, and that's what haters say. Oh, they didn't see the vision, they don't know where I'm going. They don't need to know that. All they need to know is what you're offering them. And if they offer something, if you can offer something good, then they're either going to do it or they're not. They don't need to see your vision. It's for you to figure that out in the meantime. So basically, you know, fast forwarding this 5 years, I can't, I don't even know how many trailers that I have. I mean, obviously it's not so many that I can't count. It's just that I don't know, like, I don't even know. I probably own, I just literally paid cash for 2 more trailers. I'll show them, they're sitting at my house here right now. But I probably have like 10 trailers, right? I couldn't drive because I had them all out working. Like, for me to drive, I had to buy another trailer because I have my phone, people blowing up my phone. People are blowing up my phone. I mean, it literally, I get calls every week of people that want to work for me as like small fleets, or as owner operators, or as a driver. So it's just crazy what 5 years will do, you know, and how many, and it's crazy how, you know, just basically it's worth, I'm just telling you guys it's worth it, and it's crazy. Let me show you what I got. If you guys have anything you want to say, I'm pretty much done. So this is and this was kind of like, I don't know, me spending money to spend money. Like, I can't buy a fancy pickup truck yet, but that was me splurging because I don't know, it's a cool truck. So this is I just got this trailer. I just went to Missouri and bought this trailer. And then I just bought this trailer. This is a 2016 Mack frameless. And this is a really nice trailer here. Bought this from one of my acquaintances that I'm already in business with. It was for sale online, and then he basically sold it to me. Dealership was going to take for it because he wanted to get another trailer. So it worked out a deal. I just bought that cash, straight cash, homie. And then this trailer here, I just bought that trailer cash too. I bought 4 trailers this year that I can think of, and one of the 4 I financed. Oh, I don't know, 10 end dumps, I would guess, 10 to 12, and then I got the driving ends. My car hauler. If anyone wants to buy that, please do. So what I'm basically doing, what I want to say was, I'm going to get off here because no one has anything they want to say, is it's not a video about bragging. It's a video that's just basically saying, like, it's encouraging. I'm grateful to watch that video, that I have the footage of kind of where I was 5 years ago. I mean, I haven't even been in business 10 years yet, which is just, I feel like I'm doing really good for that, you know, for not being in business that long. But 5 years in, it was kind of like a switch. The first 5 years were kind of rough, but then after that, it kind of been downhill from there, so to speak. But it's just, I don't know, it's just crazy. Thanks, Cash. Yeah, I'm excited about that trailer. I'm more of a round bottom trailer guy, but I guess the price was, I'm more about deals than anything. If I can get a good deal on something, I'll do it. And it's a nice light trailer for I went for it. Let me show you this. I'll show you guys what I'm working on here. So I got a chicken coop. This is a chicken coop that we used to have chickens a long time. roof ripped off of it when I moved from my house to my old house to this house. This is like a freaking baller chicken coop here, guys. This is ridiculous how nice this thing was before I ripped the roof off. I'll show you where the roof is. I see that I got another that's awesome, JR. Good to hear. Really good to hear. He says, ironically, I'm in the same boat. I have a successful dump truck business, and I'm trying to decide whether to get another dump truck or a day cab with a wet kit. Much cheaper. Yep. And I can't answer that for you. I don't think you're asking, but so that's the roof. So, you know, I guess hard work pays off, and everybody's out here saying over leverage and do all this stuff, but you know, the money can really start rolling in when you, and it doesn't feel like it when you're out there working really hard and you're paying cash for stuff, and you know, you got, for me, I have 3. Yeah, I lost you guys for a second there, but it is worth it. You know, it's just keep your head down and I don't know. I'm pulling for you guys. I guess is all I can say. So I'm gonna speak upon them because it's not time to talk about it yet, I guess. But I got some big plans in the works, but kind of nerve-wracking at the same time because of just uncertainty in the world. So we shall see how those go. But are you out of North Carolina, JR Transport? The limitations, Cash, sorry about that. Shout out to JB. Sorry I didn't call you back the other day. I was in Missouri picking up that trailer with my oldest son. So he's one of them. He just shot me a text message. Cash, I'm gonna get to your question here. Let me just read what this is. Yeah, I'm in Raleigh area. I could pay cash for a day cab, but the dang quad dump trucks are 200 G's. Yeah, and they don't pay anymore. Kind of what I I don't know. I'm not in love with dump trucks, but I do like them. You know, I have one. I guess I'm glad I got it. You know, I don't know. Sometimes it's hard because it doesn't, I don't know. I think it opens up more opportunities for me. Uh-oh. What is this? Sorry, I just pressed something. I don't know how to get out of it. Oh, what the heck? There. Okay, I'm off of it. So basically, Cash, the frameless, the limitations are you basically don't haul dirt with a frameless end dump. So I don't really haul much dirt. Like, dirt is usually hauled with belly dumps and side dumps. So like the end dumps are more on the behind the scenes guys. So they're just, all they're doing is transferring processed sand and gravel and rock from the gravel pit to the concrete plant or the asphalt plant. So they're, you know, when they make the asphalt, it needs rock, so they get that from the gravel pit, and then they you know, we're basically shipping it to we're always on pavement, basically. We're not, you know, we're not doing anything crazy like the side dumps and belly dumps do. And it's more of a 9 to 5. It's kind of like a banker job for trucking. There's set hours. You work the same hours every day. You know when you're gonna get done because it's, you start at the pit, and then once the pit closes, you're done for the day. So that's kind of the difference. Now my steel trailer that said Datsun on it, that trailer, that can haul dirt, but it's mostly for demo and hauling rubble is what I bought it for, hauling rubble. I have 2 trailers that I can use for demo trailers, so. And then also with the frameless is that specific frameless, you could go over the road end dumping with it, and you could, haul whatever over the road end dumpers haul, because it's a US gross 80,000 US in all states, because it's a 39-foot tandem. But so I could haul like corn or grain or steel to like Chicago and Indiana and whatever. You could do anything with it, but they're way more tippy than like a frame trailer or like a whatever else, a shorter trailer, I guess. Are you still on here, JB? See if I can get him to comment. And I don't know if you're on here still, Cash, but I can't. Those numbers that you're doing with the with your truck every, the number that it shows on your screen when you, seems like you're doing really well, which is awesome. I need to get into the frickin' refrigerated freight business. Jeepers. I might have to get some coaching on that. I might have one of my trucks do that this winter. I'm hiring a driver right now, and I told him, I'll hire you, but this winter you're probably gonna have to go over the road. So he said, yeah, I'll do that. So maybe I could get some mentoring on that from you, Cash. Yeah, no, yeah, it's, no. Framelesses are supposed to be a little bit more tippy than a frame phone call there. I really, I'm fine with either. I mean, I like, if you're going to haul and dump, you might as well haul frameless, and you make more money with the weight per ton, so. But you can't send a frameless into a, like in a perfect example, Cash, is like, if you're end dumping and you're hauling like lime into a field for a farmer, it's probably better to not send that 40-foot frameless in there to do that, because all the weight, is on that one axle, and then it could sink, and one axle is going to sink in more than the other, and even if it was level, then all of a sudden you could tip. You have a way higher chance of tipping. It's better for, this is better for different, whatever. There's always a, I don't know, I don't want to say payoff, but that's not it. There's always a trade-off. But I'm glad that I'm able to do this YouTube video here, because otherwise I'd be working on the chicken coop. You know what? I should probably show you guys the chickens. Hold on. I'm just going to... I'm sitting in the van because my phone's going to die here, but they're in that box right there. I don't like birds at all, but I am not a bird person, but apparently it's not all about me, so I'll show you these ridiculous animals. My oldest loves animals, so they all have names, but yep. All right, well, I think I'm out of here, unless a question pops up quick or comment. I am gonna get out of here and actually get some work done on my chicken coop that I do not want to do. So hopefully someone says something and then I don't have to go do it, but sorry, I don't know, it looks like my face is just in. Oh no. That's not a good sign. That's my wife commenting. She wants me to do the chicken coop. Not good. Busted. All right, guys. Have a good one. Have a good weekend. We'll see you later. Peace.